have the founder of the Matchmaker Cafe, or the CEO and Matchmaker in Chief, for me to be very exact, Nancy Slotnick, joining me on set. So you went down to Wall Street, and this summer you opened up a pop-up coffee cafe, but you're doing a lot more than selling coffee.
Exactly.
That sounds scandalous.
A little bit, yeah. Especially around Wall Street, people are very tunnel vision about their jobs and their money, and so I tried to ask people if they were looking for love and see
and
what
they
was
are.
that. And they
All
are.
those traders are on Tinder. Trust me. I know.
Well, yeah, and this is sort of similar to that, but we try to make it a little more homey and comfortable.
Explain to us how this works. I was talking to my friend before doing this segment. I was like, we have this great guest on, and you basically go buy coffee and then find a date. So explain it.
Exactly, yeah. So, well, things like Tinder, you know, it has the reputation for being a little more hookup-y. This is more for people that want to find a real date, but still, you know, you can go online and see all the profiles in the world, but you really have to meet in person.
Okay, so but you go to the cafe, and then what do you say? Hey, barista, I want a latte and I want a boyfriend?
Exactly.
And then that barista has matchmaking skills?
Yes, and it's almost like a genius bar for dating.
So then they show you an iPad full of pictures?
Yes, so we have profiles that you can flip through. We'll take your picture and we'll do
then
a
you
little
put me in the
clip.
system, and then someone else comes in looking for a cappuccino, and they see my picture, maybe they like me, and then what happens?
Then we set up a date to happen there. So
and is that when you get paid?
Well, we have a monthly subscription, so you can sign up online.
Okay.
And we also get paid for the coffee, and you know, it's also a labor of love.
Okay, I got it. How much is the monthly subscription?
$19.95 a month.
Okay, so $20 a month, you buy everything that you drink, and then what if you find love?
Then, you know, you probably end up going out for dinner someplace else. But you know, at least you have to have that initial meeting, which is usually probably going to be like a 20-minute kind of date experience.
Okay, so why did you decide to do this a little bit, half offline? I know you're using the iPad, so I don't want to say completely offline.
Right,
but,
yeah.
But what made you decide?
It's a hybrid, because I think technology makes things more efficient. But I've been in the dating business for over 15 years, and I found that people get really overwhelmed by trying to do this through technology, and you really ultimately...
It's also time-consuming.
Yes, that's true too. And you can't figure this out like on a checklist with, you know, with your iPad. You really have to meet. You might know in the first 5 minutes if it's going anywhere or not, but it's important to be out there.
What is the first thing you look for when you're trying to find compatibility between two potential mates?
Well, you know, I actually, in some ways, I call myself the anti-matchmaker, because I don't say, meet you and say, oh, I know the perfect person. If you pay me thousands of dollars, then I'll find it for you. Because
that's so easy.
Wouldn't it be great if you could outsource this, it would be great, and people always want to. But I believe you have to try to have a date every week, and most of the time it's going to be one and done, as they say.
But you're out there.
You're out there. You're getting used to, sometimes you're the rejecter, sometimes you're the rejectee, but you're making yourself vulnerable and you're giving it a try. And I think people hide behind technology, and that's why we have a real world presence.
It's easy.
It's easy to think, oh yeah, I'm on this dating site, or I'm on Facebook, and I'm in touch with
Nancy,
people.
I'm sorry to be dismal, but I think you just said, after all of your years in the matchmaking business, your advice is one date a week?
Is that what that sounds?
Yeah.
Why does that sound dismal?
Where's the tip in that? Where's the, oh, look for this, or these are the best questions to ask?
Yeah.
Just keep dating?
Yeah. Well, I know that doesn't. Well, the thing is, you have to keep the hope, and you have to really have faith in yourself and be willing to keep on doing that.
Go down to Wall Street.
A date a week is a lot for a lot of people. You know, a lot of people don't date very often. In order to get that date, this might sound even more dismal, I say to spend 15 hours a week on the search for a date, being, you know, not online, but like going out and
your
trying to
social
meet people.
life, at the gym, at work.
Yeah, but not like a lot of people at the gym. They've got their headphones on and they're like, you know, reading their...
So always market yourself.
Yeah, and always
Which means
be
always
looking.
look good.
And I call it putting your cab light on, because like a New York City taxi cab, you know, you have to show you're available, because like a lot of, especially I coach women, a lot of women that are very like, you know, attractive and successful and smart, they actually struggle with dating, and the men wouldn't believe it. They think they're just like intimidating the men.
Every lady I speak to says there's no men out there, and every man I speak to says there's no women out there.
Exactly. It's crazy. I know. That's why, as the cafe person, the bartender that you tell your problems, we're just kind of like trying to be like, come on, just like get it together. Don't have your defenses up.
Two final questions for you in this final minute. One would be, how is business? And the second is, why did you set up shop on Wall Street?
Okay. Well, so the business is is very good, and it's there's actually people come. The revenue is more from the coffee than the dating. You know,
Okay.
people need their coffee, you
Right.
know, and it's kind of an
It's a
excuse.
given.
Like, oh yeah, I just come for the coffee. So business is good that way.
You're funny.
Well, it's really a fun business. It's such a passion for me. Yes, and then how is business and why Wall Street? Well,
there's a lot of men down there.
Yeah,
There's a lot of sharks.
Yeah, and I think they really need it. Like people just take themselves too seriously in business sometimes, and so I was trying to spread love. Businesses need money, and that's always that's kind of a business challenge for me. But people need love, and that's something that I'm good at helping people push.
Nancy
push past their
Slotnick,
comfort.
great to meet you.